Today I'm going to be sharing 12 life-changing rules of minimalist shopping that will help you stop impulse buying, make better decisions when you're shopping for something, and will also save you a lot of time, money, and energy. So pay attention to this video, and if you need to, you can even write some things down so you get the most out of this video. Now let's get started. So the most important rule that I have here is to really understand your shopping habits, because no matter how many rules and hacks and tips I throw at you, if you don't understand what is your relationship with shopping, those won't help you when the urge hits. So you really have to understand yourself 100% in order to improve your shopping habits forever. And for that, I suggest that you really have 3 questions in your phone, in your pocket, on a piece of paper, anywhere. So when the urge hits, you can get through them and you answer them quickly. And the first question on this list is, do I need it? Or do I just want to change how I feel? Because very often, believe it or not, we're not buying stuff because we need it, but just because we want to change how we feel. We may be a bit lonely, a bit sad, a bit depressed, a bit anxious, whatever the reason is. So we just want to get out of that uncomfortable emotion, and if we buy something, a new shiny thing online, it gets us excited and we get that rush and we just feel temporarily better. So this is the first question that you need to ask yourself every time the urge hits. Then you take it a step further and you ask yourself, what feeling am I looking to get out of this? If you feel lonely, do you want to feel complete? If you feel sad, do you want to feel happy? This will help you understand which emotions you're dealing with, and you will understand what you're lacking in your life. And then to top it off, the third question is, can I get this feeling without shopping? Now, this is a very important question, because let's say you feel lonely and then you think, oh, by buying something, I'm gonna feel much better and I'm not gonna feel so sad anymore. But you really pay attention to this and you see that, oh yeah, you have a bit of a loneliness problem. You can then start finding the proper solutions to your problem, because you're not really wasting your money or time or energy on something that's really not gonna fix it. Because what's gonna happen the next time you feel lonely? You're just gonna buy something again. You're not gonna fix your problem that way. So by really paying attention to how you feel, you can start actually changing it. So this is really the most important rule. Now, if you go to the second rule, here is also something that you really have to understand, and that is what you like and what you dislike. And you're maybe thinking, okay, I know what I like and what I don't like, but answer me this: did you buy anything in the last month that you were so excited, you bought it, and over some time you're like, nope, it's not working for me, I'm not enjoying it? Then chances are you still have some figuring out to do. The best way to really understand yourself, to understand what you like and what you dislike, is through aware decluttering. That's why I'm so passionate on making How to Declutter series on my channel. So I really explain the process of how to declutter the entire category step by step, in a way that you learn something about yourself. Because once you know that, once you see which colors you like, or which styles you like, or what practicality you need in your life, once you know all of those things, shopping becomes so much easier and you're less likely to get caught into buying something on impulse. So really understand what you like and what you dislike is a crucial thing. And like I said, the best way to do it is through aware decluttering. Now, the third rule is all about breaking up with your fantasy self so you can stop shopping for your fantasy self. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, basically we all have this fantasy version of ourselves, of how we would behave, how we would eat, how we would dress, how we would communicate. It's just something that we fantasize about, we dream about, but we're not taking steps to get there. It's also possible that we're not actually inspired to be that. We don't really want to be that. It's just something that seems like a great idea. For me, that would be something like I would wear high heels every day, I would wear white all the time, and I would host dinner parties. But deep down, I don't want to host dinner parties. Wearing high heels is quite uncomfortable, and I really appreciate comfort. Also, I want to be carefree in my clothes. So it's not something that I want to become, because I don't really want it, but I'm just fantasizing, oh, wouldn't it be nice if I had high heels every day and I would wear fashionable and I would be just amazing and stylish and, in no pain. It's just a fantasy. It doesn't exist. So you have to take some time to really understand what your fantasy version of yourself is. Remember, this is not something that you're actively working on. This is not a better version of yourself that you're working on. This is a fantasy. So once you understand it, and I suggest you take a piece of paper and write everything down so you really see it, black on white. And that will help you change your shopping habits forever, because now you know it. Now when you go shopping, you can remember, oh, I'm not buying this for myself, I'm buying this this for my fantasy version that doesn't exist and will never come true. Now, the rule 4 is really important when it comes to impulse shopping, and it's to be clear about what you want to buy before going shopping. If you just go to the store and you have no clear idea of what you're looking for, what do you want to add to your life, then you can be persuaded by the store, by the descriptions, by prices. The best thing to do before going shopping is to have some sort of a shopping list or a wish list or anything like that. So your life and your closet and your lifestyle, they dictate what you need, not the stores or other influences that don't really know you well. This will also save you a lot of time, because what I usually do if I'm looking for, I don't know, black pants, I go into the store, I go directly to the salesperson and I ask, do you have the black pants? And I describe what I'm looking for. They have it, they can show me the pair, I can try it on, and if I like it, I buy them. Otherwise, I leave the store, and if I don't have it, I just go out of the store directly. I don't even browse. I just go in, I ask, and then I leave. That's it. Most times I don't even buy anything because I just go into so many stores, they don't have it, and I go home and I just wait a few months. And I do the same thing with the online shopping. I just write the thing into the search bar to see the options, and if I don't like anything, I come back to it a few months later. So it saves a lot of time and it prevents impulse shopping, because you're not browsing everything and then you can see, oh, I want this, and you get tempted to buy something that you really don't need. Now, the 5th rule I'm really passionate about, because it just changed my shopping habits so much, especially when it comes to clothes and accessories and jewelry and shoes and everything like that. That's usually my weak spot. But basically what we're talking about here is to reignite the fire of the items that you already have. So let's say that you want to add a skirt to your collection, to your wardrobe, and you look it online and you see, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing, I'm gonna style it like this, I'm gonna look bomb, and you really build it up in your head. You just cannot wait to get your hands on this item. But when that happens, I want you to take a pause, take a breath. If you're in store, put the item on hold. If you're buying online, just, remove yourself from the computer, go to your wardrobe and look at all the other skirts that you have. Now take them out, you can take them out, just look at what you have, and then go into the Google search engine or YouTube engine or Pinterest, anything like that, and then type in, let's say you have a leather midi skirt, you type in leather midi skirt outfits. You type it in and you see all the pictures, all the styling ideas, and you will reignite the fire for the items that you already own. You can do that for all of your skirts that you have, and suddenly you will feel inspired to wear what you already own, and that excitement for that new item, it's quite possible that will completely disappear, that you won't really see the need for that item anymore. For me, that happens so many times, and it's the tool that I use most often when I really can see myself, oh my god, excited about something new, and I get so excited. I'm like, okay, take a step back. So if you follow this rule, you're gonna change how you shop tremendously. Now, the 6th rule is also very important, and is to be absolutely honest with yourself, always, no exceptions. How I usually do this is, if I'm in store, again, this applies amazingly to your clothes and accessories and shoes, fashion items, and it's to ask yourself, how do I feel about this? Do I love it? If it's not an enthusiastic yes, it's a no. That's just how it should be. If it's not an hell yeah, it's a no. But I actually take it a step further and I rate it from 1 to 10. And if it's a 9, I don't get it. Even if it's close to 10, I just don't. Because in the past, I cheated a little bit, I just convinced myself, yeah, it's a 9, but it's so close to 10, I'm gonna take it anyway. And then I bought it home. A few months later, I was like, yeah, there was a reason that it wasn't a 10. And usually you have to keep in mind that when we're buying something, we get the most excited. So once you bring the item into your house, the excitement wears off, the novelty wears off, and you're just left with the item. So you have to look past the excitement in the store and really evaluate the item that you're looking to get. And really the best way to do that is through rating it. And I always follow it, because buying 8s or 9s, whatever you call them, it's just not working. Now, the 7th rule is pretty simple but also powerful, and is to just wait. When you're in store, you see something, oh my god, you're excited, put it on hold, make a reservation for a day or two. Step back a little bit, take some time to think about it. If you have it online, add it on your wish list, take a step back, wait a few days, and the bigger the purchase, the longer I suggest you wait. With electronics, I wait from a month to 3 months sometimes, because I really want to, have that space to think about something. So a really great habit to add is to wait before you buy something. Now, the 8th tip, it's all about versatility, because when we're simplifying our lives, we want to have the least amount of items that do the most amount of work, and how we achieve that is through having items that are really versatile. So usually in the past, if I saw something, let's say shoes, and I was like, oh my god, they're gonna be amazing with this bag, that was enough. One reason alone was enough for me to get something, even though at the end I didn't get a lot of use out of it. So now I always take it a step further, and I find 5 reasons to buy something. I have to justify what I'm buying. If it's clothing or something like that, I have to know 5 combinations. Out of my head, I'm gonna wear it with this and this and this and this and this. I have to know it before I buy something, so I really get the most out of my money. So I really suggest that instead of just being satisfied with 1 reason to buy something, that you go all the way up to 5 reasons. The next rule is all about ignoring the discounts. Now, this is something that we have to actively reprogram our brain to do, because we're so used to kind of, oh, I'm saving money, oh, this is discounted, this is like this is like this. We have to relearn how we see the discounted items. And here, what I want you to do, every time you come across on an item that it's discounted and you see the previous price that it's crossed, don't pay attention to it, because does it tell you anything? Honestly, does it? It doesn't tell you absolutely nothing. They want to make that illusion that you're saving money, but please remember, you're never saving money when you're shopping. Even if it's a reduced item, you're not saving money. You're still taking the money out of your wallet, out of your bank account, even if it's a bit of a smaller amount. And honestly, if you think about it, if you would go into the store and there would be an item that would be 50 euros, you would think about it. Oh, this is 50 euros. Okay, let me see. What is the quality? Do I need it? You would start looking for what are the reasons to buy it, what are the pros and what are the cons. You would be more objective. But when you see an item that it's reduced and you see, oh my god, it was previously 80 euros and now it's 50. Oh my god, that's 30 euros off. What happens is you start justifying the cons. You say, oh yeah, it's not the best color, but it's reduced, or it's not the best quality, but it's reduced. You start justifying the lack of quality. So my advice to you is to really reprogram yourself. So every time you see the reduced price, you just awarely not think about it, you put it out of your mind, and you make a decision based on the amount that it's written there, the amount that you're about to spend. Now, the 10th rule, it's very good, especially when you're decluttered something and you're happy with how it turned out, and that it's a 1 in, 1 out rule. So you're never getting above that number that you have right now. So if you have the amount of shoes that you're happy with, the amount of books you're happy with, the amount of clothes that you're happy with, you can make a deal with yourself that every time you buy something in that specific area, you have to ask yourself, oh my god, do I really love this enough to bring it back home and to just let go of something else? Not the easiest rule to follow, but in some areas it can be absolutely life-changing, so think about that as an option. Now, the next rule is all about thinking, do I really need to buy it, or can I borrow it, rent it, or even create it in some way? That applies really well when it comes to special occasions or random occurrences when you just need an item twice or once or something like that, and then never again. And then it's the best to really borrow it, rent it, or even find a creative solution around your house. That is something that I did with my wedding dress. I rented it, so I got a really fancy design that was a high price point, but because I rented it, it was a small fraction of the price, and now I don't have to store it in my house. It was just a special occasion thing, and I don't have to worry about it anymore. Also a great thing if you have any parties to go to, maybe you can borrow something from a friend or anything like that. Just think about if you really need to buy it, and you can also get creative around the house. When I needed a pencil holder for my office, I just used a cup from my kitchen that I wasn't using, and for my beauty blender I just took a little candle holder that I wasn't using to just store my beauty blender in there. So I just looked for creative things around my house and I repurposed them. And now the 12th rule, it's also important, and it's about quality versus quantity. And here we're talking about that quality always triumphs quantity. Especially when we're a minimalist, we would rather have one good item than 5 cheap versions that fall apart quickly. So really have an eye out for quality when you're buying something. For clothing, look at the stitches. look at if you see a glue somewhere, look at the reviews online for electronic products. So you really want to get good quality items that last you for a good amount of time, so you're not constantly just rebuying and repurchasing items that are falling apart. I stopped buying cheap clothing a long time ago because it's just not worth it. Another way to really avoid impulse shopping and unnecessary shopping is to take care of items that you already own. Treat your items with respect and they will last you a really long time. These 12 shopping rules are all that you need to improve your shopping habits forever. I really hope they work out for you. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below and give this a thumbs up. This is it for today and see you next time.